Capricorn. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your August forecast for 2014. Thank you so much for tuning in again, and for subscribing and liking and sharing and Google Plusing these podcasts, and for booking with me. I've been reading for a lot of Capricorns lately, and I'm excited because it seems as though the water and the fire signs reach out often for readings, but now I'm getting some earth into the action, so that's a good thing. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, I do solitary tarot readings, but also I do an astrological and tarot combination reading if you're interested. You can find all of my information at audreyallison.com, and you can find my rates and my readings there on the appointment request page. You can also find me on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Let's get into the forecast. I have the alchemical deck that I'm used to using, but I also have the new Palladini deck by David Palladini that I purchased in the French Quarter. It just spoke out at me at Marie Laveau's shop in the heart of the Quarter. And I will be pulling a card to slowly acclimate the deck into my life, and vice versa, because this deck probably has to get used to me too. So let's jump right into it. On August 5th, we have a trine happening between Saturn and Chiron, the asteroid, the wounded healer. This is 16 degrees at the 11th and the 3rd house for you. So what this means, Saturn is your ruling planet, okay, which is why I'm mentioning this. And a trine is a very harmonious aspect. It benefits each planet or energy involved in the trine, and they work together harmoniously. So the 11th house of friendships and clubs and groups and organizations, and the 3rd house of communications are working together on the 5th of August in a very strong way, right smack in the middle at 16 degrees. So you could find that you have support. You can hear word of support through organizations or friendships regarding basically anything. It could be anything from business to how to run a new club, or be a member of something, or be involved and set up and handle the paperwork and the advertising and maybe websites for some kind of club that you're forming. So because Saturn is your ruling planet, this is really affecting Capricorns. I think you can get some good news around the 5th of August. On the 10th of August, we have our full moon at 18 degrees Aquarius. This is your 2nd house of money. So whatever you're plotting or planning at the top of the month, the full moon brings an awareness to this element. And at 18 degrees, it's pretty much almost in the middle of your finance sector, your self-worth as well, and how you value yourself maybe in these clubs and organizations. What kind of member are you, and how important of a role are you playing? This is a great moon to focus on the money, but full moons do bring things to an ending, so you might relinquish or let go of some form of a job or something that no longer serves you, or you're feeling like you're not making enough there, so you're moving on to something bigger and better with more resources involved. Because your 8th house of shared resources on the 12th of August has Venus, the planet of love and money, entering it. So this is, if I'm putting this together like a story, Capricorn, you might let go of a job if you have 2 of them that isn't paying you as much as the first one, or vice versa, letting go of the corporate stifling job and doing something more entrepreneurial, more free-spirited, and more involving the friendships and the clubs that you really like. The money could be earned and the shared resources obtained from something that you love to do, something that you're fulfilled with. And what better dream than that? Because that's my goal. So that's a great aspect. But also Venus entering Leo on the 12th in this 8th house, it's not just shared resources. 8th house is also sex. So Venus, the planet of sensuality and love and money, is going into this house of sex and secrets too. But she's a beautifying planet, and she's a harmonious, sensual planet. So you can expect a boost there in the sexual department, but this could also mean 8th house is inheritances, wills, taxes, estates, property, and Venus being money. You Capricorns could really hear communications about being maybe left some money in a will, or left something regarding inheritance or property itself, or you're beautifying the property that you already have if you do have some, or gardens, you know, anything external Venus likes to touch as well. On the 15th of August, Mercury, the planet of communications, is making up for lost time again, quickly entering Virgo. This is your 9th house of higher education, faraway travel, philosophies, religion, metaphysical areas as well. You could be communicating abroad. You could be taking online courses at this time. You could need online certification or something. Mid-month, your 9th house is lit up like a Christmas tree. You're going to have Mercury, the Sun, and the new moon all affecting Virgo in August. So this is your 9th house. I really feel like it would be a great time for Capricorns to tidy up any loose ends that they need as far as education, or to initiate a class, because the new moon is where you want to start these courses. Okay, so I'm ahead of myself. Mercury enters Virgo on the 15th in the 9th house, and then 8 days later on the 23rd, the Sun is entering Virgo like it does every year for a 30-day stay in this 9th house. Communication, the ever-loving life force of the Sun, Apollo, the very supportive sunbeam energy, and on the 25th, the new moon is at 2 degrees Libra. What a great time to start school. And school starts at that time anyway. Well, you know, mostly for students enrolled in school or college. Higher education, though, is people going above and beyond, too. Taking courses that just really inspire you, or that you're passionate about, or if you're trying to get certification for something, or a higher doctorate or degree or a level, reaching a certain level in order, you know, for the betterment of career. Also on the 25th, we have Venus in Leo. We also have Jupiter in Leo in this 8th house for you. So Jupiter's in this 8th house of shared resources and inheritance and wills, with the Sun at the top of the month. Jupiter will be there for 13 months, so he isn't moving too quickly, and that's a good thing. Jupiter in the 8th is shared resources. You're going to be put in the right path in the 8th house by the time he's done on August 11th, 2015. But like I was saying, Venus in Leo is trining Uranus, who's retrograde in Aries, in these 2 fire signs. But trining, like I said earlier, is a very positive aspect. This is an exact trine affecting your 8th and your 4th house. 8th house of shared resources and sex and death. But a trine is harmonious. And 4th house of home, homeschooling, online courses, resources for the home, property at the home, buying property for a home. There's so many different facets of how this could play out for each person, depending upon your precise natal chart and the degrees in which these areas hit for you and these planets are placed, these signs. So, but the 8th and the 4th house is a great little trine, because it's money coming to the home. It could be, you could be left a home in an inheritance or property, but it could also be having more sex in the home. Because in public it's just too crazy. You know, it's good because there's something filtering in a very positive vibe in that sector. I'm going to pull the cards now, and I actually have been shuffling this one a lot more. So let me start with one card from the new Palladini deck and see what it represents for the month of August for Capricorn. The 10 of Pentacles, well, this is the Earth card. This is Capricorn. Look how beautiful. Okay, this is probably the best card in the planet. It's protection through finance, protection through shared resources, marrying into money, having the property, having the home. This is a new moon. And the new moon on the 25th, see that in there, that little new moon in the sky? You are coming up with a grand scheme to start, a new idea to gain your coin, the shared resources. Someone could be lending you money, or banks, government institutions, loans for school, loans for schooling in the 9th of education. You're handling your business, Capricorn. That's what's up with that card. And happily so, because the 10 of coins is super positive. Let me get into the alchemical deck, and I'll do a 4-card spread for you and see what's happening there for Capricorn. 4 of Swords, the thinker, meditation, spirituality, going inward, being calm and still, reflection. Competition, fights, arguments, aggression, but it's also passion. I'm going to put this all together in a sec. Let me just get the cards together. The Empress, fertility, abundance, creation, motherhood. 5 of Cups, breaking free, a breakthrough, new possibilities, being led in a new emotional direction. Okay, so how would I interpret these together? You are thinking about who your competitors are, and you are almost marking them as they appear in your life. Okay, he's an opponent, he's not worthy, she's an opponent. You know, you're marking your turf in a way. I think you're staking claim over maybe some sort of independence, breaking out of, maybe you're breaking out of one job into another. You're breaking into something really creative and fulfilling. If not, just, you know, for the females out there, you're knocked up, or maybe you're, not all of you, but, you know, maybe you're wanting to create something. You're wanting some time off to plan a family, or you're wanting your creative endeavors to actually have more time to focus on them. I'm also getting that for those of you who do have maybe a temper, or someone who is in some sort of altercation or fight with someone, it's best to not be physical and to go inward about this, because it won't be worth your time and energy, and ultimately you could just separate. See how the birds are going their separate directions when they break out of that vase? Don't waste your energy in this, you know, unless you're an actual fighter or, you know, boxer. Ooh, I know a Cap this could apply to. Okay. You save your reserves for your actual fights if you're in the ring, but don't fight outside the ring. So for those of you who don't do that professionally, it's time to meditate and go inward. Someone could try to push your buttons a little bit with that card, but you know what? I'm not too concerned about it. You've got such bountiful creation with the Empress. Also, for those of you trying to have children, I'm not a doctor by any means, never would claim to be, but you could be more fertile at this time for those of you who aren't dealing with a medical condition that's impeding that. Okay, so I like this. It's growth, it's fertility, it's expansion. Jupiter is in the 8th. You're getting people, you're getting the right resources and the right people put in front of you to communicate with and to handle any partnerships in business. Well, my name is Audrey Alison Cap, and I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you have a beautiful August. I will see you in September. Have a sweet day, and you can look for me in order to book for me at audreyallison.com. Thanks. Bye.